Hey everyone, this is Angela from Bake It with Love, and today we're covering a round cake with a layer of fondant. And this is going to be the Wilton brand of fondant. I have a recipe to make your own. We use that for the roses that we'll be adding to this cake when it's all done. But as you can see, we're gonna just go ahead and round this one out with the store-bought fondant, and I will show, see, there's my Wilton. I'm going to go ahead and knead my fondant first just a little bit, and then I'll go to rolling it with some cornstarch on my work surface. And I'm going to roll this out so that's about 1/4 of an inch in thickness. And I am using 2 9-inch round cakes for my layers, and the smaller package of fondant that you can get at your local grocery store. And they don't always have them, but the Walmarts usually do, or Hobby Lobby I think has them. I've said that before, I need to check. So the smaller package will cover 1 cake. You'll have excess left over, but to be safe, you want to make sure that if you have a bigger cake or you're doing multiple tiers, that you have more fondant on hand. So anyway, I rolled it out so it's 1/4 inch in thickness, and I'm just gonna leave it on my mat, move my cake kind of underneath, and then flip it right over using my mat to hold it. Now it's laid over, I'm gonna kind of stretch it out on the sides and press it flat on the top and make my ruffles come down just right on the sides. I use my hands first before using the fondant smoother. Go down, tuck it in, pull out any of the little warbles, and smooth it all. See, tuck it in with your fingers. Get that bottom nice and tight. If you've got any air bubbles, you can use a needle and go in sideways and pop the air bubbles, and then just kind of use your finger and cover up the hole. And hopefully your icing is nice and smooth underneath. I'm not perfect at this. I don't cover a ton of cakes with fondant, but I have done it and I like doing it. And I've been thinking about it with some of these cake components that I've been doing with this cake, is that one of the things that I want to say, or that I've been meaning to say and trying to say in other ways and not getting across really well, is that I'm not a professional. So if I can do this, please believe me, you can too. I do this occasionally, and for the most part, when it came to doing my fondant roses, it had been like 20 years since I'd done any fondant work. So it's not impossible. It takes a little bit of practice, and pretty much when you're doing this, like right here at this step, it's just a matter of sticking to it till you get something that's close enough for government work, right? So when I have all my sides kind of tucked in, I go along with my knife right about where my board is underneath. I've got about 1/2 inch around the whole sides of the cake, and trim off that excess, and then I will work that side down in tighter and more snug, and then I'll trim everything right off to the bottom, the base of the cake. I go in kind of at an angle and cut there. We'll see that in a second. Well, I said it on the end of my last video, but this cake has been refrigerated after I got my crumb coat of my buttercream frosting on there. I like buttercream frosting underneath fondant. Chocolate ganache, chocolate melts faster. So if you want chocolate on your cake, chocolate ganache frosting, use it as your filling layers. Cream cheese, also not my favorite. It would be my second choice though. Whipped cream, again, use it as your layer. Yeah, so when you've got your sides down and you're happy with them, go ahead and trim off the last little bit of excess here at the base of the cake. Just go along right underneath. You should be able to slip the tip of the knife in right underneath the edge of the cake, right there, where it meets your cake board. And then I just go along and smooth it some more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and assemble it. That's the next video, so stay tuned. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you wanna see all of the components to this whole cake, it's gonna be linked at the end. The playlist will be there on the last screen here, right now. Be sure to subscribe. You don't wanna miss anything that's coming up. Trust me, we got some good food, some great cakes, and thanks for watching.